Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2019 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the second half of August. Welcome to everyone here. Thanks for taking the time to tune in to this channel and watch these videos. And thanks for all your support, feedback, and comments, and all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And always a big note of gratitude to all of my clients out there, both regular and new, for keeping me so busy with personal readings, and for so many of you returning time and time again. It's always an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thanks for allowing me to be part of your journey. And if any of you are interested in scheduling a personal reading with me, live or recorded, you can click on the description link below for more info and contact details, or go to my YouTube channel's homepage and click on the little About button there. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be happy to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I can usually respond to your initial inquiry within the same day or the first 24 hours. And scheduling is pretty timely too. I know it's often a challenge. I hear from people about scheduling readings with psychics within a time frame where the subject matter you want to look at is still relevant. So I'm blessed to be able to do readings full-time, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. It is all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules to get them readings as quickly as possible. So if you're interested, send me an email and I'd be happy to set something up with you. All right, let's move right into this reading. This is for the air sign of Aquarius for the last half of August 2019. Make sure to watch your rising sign, moon sign, Venus signs if you know them. Sometimes they resonate a little more predictably for you than your sun sign at different times. But watching them can always provide additional clarification because, as many of you know, general readings always resonate a little differently for everybody watching. Okay, Aquarius, our water bearers. Aquarius, let us see what the last half of August has in store for Aquarians. All right, Aquarius, we begin with the Knight of Swords, followed by the Empress. We have the Ten of Wands, followed by the Lovers. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and focus is the World. So major cycle completions here. Overall focus is major completion, which is the World. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. We start with the Fool. He has the 0 at the top of his card, and he's dancing around really excited to get started on this new journey. And all of the cards after that are about the Fool's journey through life, which is really our journey through life and how we learn and change and grow and evolve until we reach the top of a particularly long and significant mountain, with the World being the last major arcana card in the tarot. So it represents major cycle completion, and it isn't a card of achievements, pausing to kind of enjoy and reflect back on those achievements and looking forward over a new landscape which is full of different opportunities in front of you. And you have another card of completion here too. You have the Ten of Wands, which represents a heavy burden coming to an end. Sometimes this can show up when you're feeling very tired, overwhelmed, worn out, exhausted because of the weight of something you've been carrying. It could be a long-standing challenge or something you've been putting a lot of work and effort into, and it's become quite a bit of a burden. I always feel this is a long-standing card because the Ten of Wands, I think, started off as the 1, the 2, and gradually this became heavier and heavier. And what clarifies it is the Lovers. So for many of you, this is going to be about a pretty significant relationship in your life. Could be a soulmate or twin flame relationship. Definitely no lack of heat or connection in this card. And it often represents needing to make a pretty big choice as well. Sometimes this choice will be about this relationship, and sometimes the choice will be in another area of your life, but it will have a serious impact on this relationship. Sometimes, not always, and not even often, but sometimes the Lovers can represent a third-party situation where you need to make a choice, or someone needs to make a choice between two people. But it doesn't always represent that, although for some of you it can. It looks like for many of you, this relationship or a relationship with someone is coming to an end, or you're considering coming to an end, and you may feel like now is the right time for this to come to an end. For some of you, it might be that you're in a relationship with someone and what's coming to an end and the choice that you're making to bring it to an end isn't really about the relationship, but but it could be in another area of your life that affects it. It could be that the two of you have been struggling to do something for quite some time, and that situation, after a lot of energy and feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, is coming to an end in a really great way, because there's a sense of achievement with this cycle completion as well. Even if a relationship is coming to an end, it represents that you have learned many, many lessons that you're going to be carrying forward with you. We have the Knight of Swords and the Empress here. The Knight of Swords, knights usually represent something being brought to you, because they're the deliverers, the guardians and protectors of the tarot. They have missions and quests, something to be accomplished, something to be delivered and brought. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. The Knight of Swords is bringing news, information, clarity too, because swords is governed by the element of air, and this is all about what goes on up in our heads: truth, illumination, clarity, what we've our belief systems and ideologies, because that affects the way that we see things. But the Knight of Swords is bringing his sword of truth, which cuts through any extraneous fantasy and illusion, and exposes and illuminates something for being exactly what it is. And sometimes it can be a challenging card. It is sometimes known as the cold hard truth card, or the inconvenient truth card, because it's truth that's unfettered or unfiltered by emotions. This is something being exactly the way that it is. And you're seeing that. For some of you, it might be you seeing it and delivering this as well, telling someone your truth. And it is the right time for this to happen, even if it's a challenging time, and even if you feel like it might not be. It is the right time for this, because that Knight of Swords is clarified by the Empress. This is represents a time of fertility. It's a time to plant seeds to begin something new, and that represents that the season before it has come to an end. Now is planting a season, so it's time for something to come to an end so that you can plant seeds for a new beginning. It is a card of fertility, and it is right next to the Lover's card as well. So for some of you, what may be coming to an end is the struggle to conceive, to become pregnant for some of you. Now is the right time to plant seeds, so now is a good time for conception. It's usually, when the Emperor shows up, it's the green light for beginning anything new, planting the seeds for anything new, new projects, new jobs, new relationships, new, a new phase of your life. It's the time now, time for the truth, and time for some heavy burden to come to an end. Let's pull a few clarifying cards to see what this ending really represents and means in your life, because in general readings, of course, it's going to resonate in different areas of your life depending on who's watching. If it's not about a significant relationship, it's about something coming to an end in another area of your life that also has a huge impact on your relationship, which can be, positive or challenging depending. But there's such a sense of like overcoming, like whatever this ending is, it's an achievement. The fact that you finally reached the top of this mountain, I think you've been climbing for quite some time, Aquarius. It's a sense of achievement. So let's get some clarity on that. We have the Six of Wands, which is victory and triumph after a struggle, possibly even public recognition as well, or public validation, or a validation that's, significant in terms of that other people see it. Sometimes this card shows up for bonuses, raises, promotions, or being if some heavy burden is coming to an end, it could be being vindicated, being, proven right in a very public or visible way. Like if it's a court case or something of that sort, definitely a pretty significant card of victory. And right behind it is the Five of Swords, which is another card of victory. It's a victory which has come after a very difficult struggle. And right behind it is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the seeds for a practical new beginning, a new project, a new start in a practical way. Sometimes can represent moving, relocating, getting a new job, or sometimes receiving a sum of money that allows you to have a new start in a very practical, day-to-day life sort of way. So overall, a really really powerful and beautiful reading. Again, for some of you, it might be a relationship that's coming to an end, but I don't feel like it is that for many of you, except for those of you who are making a choice perhaps between two people, because there's too much achievement and victory cards here. And there's really not too much in the realm of sadness or grief or loss. So if it's about a relationship, it's something that's going to benefit both of you. It's like you've finally done it. You finally reached it. That's the energy I'm getting. So really quite lovely. So Aquarius, that sums up your reading for the last half of August 2019. I hope that you got something useful out of it. Again, if this video resonated for you, or if any of the videos resonate for you and you'd like to take a deeper look at the situation or schedule a personal reading with me, you can click on the description link below for more info and contact details. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be happy to work with you. I do love and romance readings, relationship compatibility readings, career, work, and finance. I do 6 and 12-month life overviews, which take a look at what's coming in all the main areas of your life over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look, and gift readings as well. If there's people in your life you can't think of what to get them, there's nothing more unique, specific, and personal than a personal reading, so something else to consider. So I'll see you all in a couple of weeks for the September 2019 general readings, and until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.